All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about a technique that totally flips the script on how we interact with AI. I mean, what if, instead of you tearing your hair out trying to write the perfect prompt, the AI could just write its own instructions for you? Sounds kind of wild, right? Well, it's a real thing, and it's called reverse prompt engineering.
You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You type a question into ChatGPT or whatever AI you're using, and you're expecting this brilliant, insightful answer. But what you get back is, well, it's just kind of useless. It's so frustrating when it feels like the AI just isn't getting what you're asking for. It's like you're speaking two completely different languages, and getting a good result feels like pure luck.
And that really gets to the heart of the matter. The quality of your prompt completely dictates the quality of the answer you get back. It's that classic idea of garbage in, garbage out. A super vague prompt like, tell me about AI. What is the AI supposed to do with that? It's way too broad. But then you look at a strong prompt, something like, explain AI to a 10-year-old in 3 bullet points. Now that's a game changer. It's specific, it tells the AI who the audience is, and it asks for a clear format. That's how you get stuff you can actually use.
Okay, but here's the twist. What if I told you that you don't actually have to become some kind of prompt writing genius yourself? That there's a shortcut? A really clever workaround that uses the AI's own brain against itself and completely changes how we approach this whole problem. Yeah, it's all about flipping the script. Instead of you trying to guess what magic words the AI wants to hear, you make the AI tell you. You start with the perfect answer, the output you want, and you work backwards. You literally get the AI to do the heavy lifting for you and write its own instructions. And that, my friends, is the whole idea behind reverse prompt engineering. It's exactly what it sounds like. You give the AI a finished product. It could be a perfectly worded email, a piece of code, you name it. And you ask it to generate the perfect prompt that would create that exact output. You're literally reverse engineering the command. So how do you actually do this? Well, in practice, it's surprisingly simple. First, you find or write an example of exactly what you want, your ideal output. Then, you just tell the AI something like, hey, I'm going to give you some text. I want you to figure out the best possible prompt that would have created this. You paste in your example, and boom, the AI analyzes it and spits out a super detailed, high-quality prompt you can use over and over again. Just think about the possibilities here. For anyone in marketing or content creation, this is just, wow, it's incredibly powerful. Did you find a product description online that you absolutely love? Just feed it to the AI and get a prompt to write more just like it for your own stuff. It works for blog posts too. You can break down the style and structure of any great article into a prompt you can use again and again. And hey, this isn't just for writers. Developers, you can get in on this too. Say you have a really clean, super effective snippet of code. You can use reverse prompt engineering to create a prompt that'll generate similar code for totally different tasks, or even in other programming languages. It's an absolutely fantastic way to speed up your workflow. But look, this is more than just a clever trick to get better answers from ChatGPT. This whole concept is so powerful that it's actually become a serious field of academic study. I'm talking computer scientists are really digging into this because it gets at a fundamental challenge in how we understand AI in the first place. This quote here, it's straight out of a research paper about this. They call it a language model inversion problem. That sounds super technical, right? But all it really means is they're trying to figure out the question when all they have is the answer. And get this, they're doing it under really tough conditions. Black box means they can't peek inside the AI's code, and zero shot means the AI has to figure it out cold, with no prior training examples. That's hard. And this is where it gets really, really exciting. The research is showing that this whole process works even with a tiny amount of data. We're talking just a handful of examples is enough. That is a huge breakthrough. It means the technique is super efficient, and it kind of proves that these AI models can, in a way, look inward and explain how they work, which, wow, has massive implications for the future of how we build AI. So that leaves us with a pretty big, thought-provoking question, doesn't it? We're shifting from a world where we just give commands to an AI to a world where we're collaborating with the AI to figure out what those commands should even be. I mean, if an AI can write its own instructions, what's next? What does that mean for the future of our jobs, for creativity, for how we solve problems? What opens up when we stop just talking at AI and start letting it teach us how to talk to it?